just as they go into to have a meeting about how they're going to clean up Congress and all this insider trading. And Tennessee's Tim Burchett is like, I'm sorry, this place is not a swamp, actually. It's worse than that. It's a freaking sewer. Take a listen to him. He's ready for battle.
Somebody asked me if I was going to wear my jacket up there, and I said, to quote the immortal words of Henry Winkler when he played the Fonz, I always rumble in this jacket, because that's what we're up against. This is a fist fight, folks. I mean, this is, everybody talks about this place being a dadgum swamp. It's not a swamp. A swamp is something cool God created. It filters water. Animal life lives and flourishes around it. This is a sewer. This is created by man, and it needs to stop. We've, for years, Congress has been using hard-working American taxpayers' money to get rich. Dadgum, it's got to stop. America knows what the heck's going on. Everybody wants to knock Pelosi. Heck, she's not even in the top 10. Get on that Unusual Whales site. This is pathetic, folks. We all know what's going on. Congress knows what the hell's going on, and it needs to stop. This body has been enriching itself on the taxpayers' dime for too dadgum long, and it's got to stop. This place is crooked and is crooked as a dog's leg. That's an old East Tennessee saying, but it's the truth, and it needs to stop. America knows what's going on. We're in committee meetings. We hear things before y'all do. We can make those connections. When you see a member of this body making 400, 500, 600 trades a year, you know something's wrong. And I want to say something. I'm going to get these guys mad at me, but I really don't care because they can't vote in my district. This thing ain't going to pass. If we're going to pass something in the House, and then guess what? The Senate will either, one, not take it up, or they'll come back in righteous indignation and say, oh, we need to make this stronger, something totally ridiculous, and they'll send it back to us. This is a scam that's being played on the American public, and it needs to stop. Let's quit with this nonsense. Let's give America a reason to trust Congress for once in our miserable lives. This is our chance to stand up and say, we hear what you're saying, America. We're going to fix this dadgum problem, but we probably won't do it. And I'll remain ticked off the rest of the day because of this.
Yeah. So what he's talking about, by the way, NVIDIA did crush earnings, and that's awesome, awesome news. So we'll get to NVIDIA in a second. But what Tim Burchett is talking about here is all the insider trading that's been going on for years, right? Like years and years and years. And there's been some effort to try and restrict it along the way. And every time there's a little effort to restrict it, it gets shut down. And I got to tell you, this doesn't exist anywhere else. You know what? On Wall Street, back when I worked in Wall Street, like I had to register with the SEC. And if, God forbid, I traded something without getting permission from the bank I worked for, I'd be out of a job. And maybe there would be a lawsuit. Like it's serious stuff. So years ago, I learned, okay, I got to be super careful on this when I worked in finance. You have to be. And so here is Congress regulating all of Wall Street, saying, you can't trade this, you can't trade this. We're going to be so careful on your insider trading. And look at what they're doing. I mean, they're in all these committee hearings. They know stuff before we do. They got insider information. If you go to the website he mentioned, Unusual Whales, it's like, okay, well, like, what is so-and-so trading today? It's really gross, okay? So why hasn't anybody stopped that? Because they need to stop it. They need to stop it themselves, but they're not going to stop it, ladies and gentlemen. Why? Because they're making too much money. All right. It is way too profitable for each and every one of them. So the corruption is real. And he's right. It's not the swamp. It's the sewer. And so whether you're talking about a backroom deal like Anna Paulina Luna mentioned, the representative from Florida, where you're like, okay, well, we won't censure her because that means they're going to censure him. And you're trading people like that, or whether you're literally trading stocks because you know a certain policy is actually going to favor a certain company, like that has to stop. It just has to stop. And he's absolutely right. These people are going there and there's no trust. There's no faith in any of them because they're all making money off of the policies that they're putting forward. It is gross. It's unbelievable. Okay. But good news, NVIDIA did crush it. If you want to know more about NVIDIA, go over to my 76 Research channel at 76 Research on YouTube, or you can go to 76research.com. We have a lot of notes that we publish there. You can use code word dollar, DOLLAR. My gift to you, first 2 months, just $1 a month, then it goes to $9.95. We get free stuff too, though. So you can sign up for the free version, or you can go over and you can pay for the 76 report. If you're really ambitious, take a look at our portfolios. We have 3 model portfolios there, and I encourage you to do that. But wow, I mean, corruption, and more corruption.